All right, everybody, welcome to a special post-holiday edition of Teaching Crypto. Please hit that like, that subscribe, bell notification. Super chats in the store are open. Any way you can support us would be greatly, greatly appreciated as we just get warmed up here for 2025. And we got a hell of an episode here for you, Mr. FOMO. 4 tokens you want to have in your portfolio for January specifically, not for the next 3 to 6 months, but we're talking about January here. We're going to tell you why. Mr. Fomo, how you doing?
Doing well. Enjoying this little bit of a dip. Remember, dips are gifts. So we're getting a bit of a gift right now, looking at Bitcoin in the 90s. And there's a possibility that we never turn back. Like there's a possibility that this is your last chance to get a 5-digit Bitcoin.
Possible. It depends on whether we have a traditional bear market or not. I think there definitely will be one. I don't know if it's going to be exactly like the ones in the past because of all the changes that have happened with ETFs. We've had all these rumors about nations buying Bitcoin. We'll see what 2025 brings. Now, as long as we hold 90, I am pretty happy here. I do not want to see us go into the 80s, though. That would, and I'm not saying that's going to lead to Bitcoin going to 60 or 50K for anything hyperbolic like that. Any show that's telling you that, turn them off, honestly. They're just going for clicks. Same thing of anyone telling you that we're going to be 200K by January 1st. That's also for clicks, too. We pride ourselves on trying to be realistic as we can. I'd love to see us get back to 100 by early January. This is December 27th. Realistically, that would be awesome. And I'd like, again, I do think 125K by the presidential inauguration is very realistic, but we do have to get we got to get over that 100K. It looks like right now 98K is a bit of a resistance. I still think originally I said 125 to 150. My price target here for Bitcoin still remains between 150 and 180. I think we definitely can get there. But this consolidation is actually pretty healthy. If you look at the past cycles, it's fine. We don't want to go down into the 80s, definitely not into the 70s, because then you're going to go all the way back up, right? But this is okay. This is fine. It wasn't too long ago we hit an all-time high at 108. Things seem like they happened so long ago. It was less than 2.5 weeks ago that we got to that 108K. So this is okay. This is fine. I think January will bring some good momentum here. Let's not forget, whether you're a whale or a regular person, a lot of people do buy gifts around this time. And a lot of people are playing with their tax situation as well. And so There's a lot going on, a lot of manipulation. In fact, Mr. FOMO, just really quickly, I wanted to point this out to you. And this is something our viewers definitely should be aware of right here before we get into our picks to click here for the month of January. Today, there's a record-breaking 18 billion in BTC and ETH options. That could be one of the reasons why Bitcoin is kind of being held down right now. And then this could lead to a rally. We talked about a Santa rally. We made a run at 100K on Christmas Day. Didn't quite get there, got rejected, now back in 95. Could this lead us to a rally from New Year's Eve now into January? We get past this weekend. I don't really trust a weekend pump per se, but could next week kind of lead us in as if you don't know, next Wednesday is going to be the new year. Could next week be the week that we really transition into an upward trend again?
Yes, I'm going to say that definitively because I was looking back at last bull run and the Santa rally actually didn't happen until after Christmas, and you didn't get it until that first or second week of January. So I think we're going to see some explosiveness here in the first part of the year, especially these first 2 weeks, like you said, leading into the inauguration. So I'm going to definitively say, yes, we are going to get some explosive action. And even if we only get to 125, think about how beautiful the crypto market is, that we would look at 25% or 25% plus, and we would say, that's kind of boring. That's the beauty of the crypto market. That's why we're here. 25% is nothing to shake a stick at in any market except for in crypto. In crypto, we're looking at 25% and going, we're looking for bigger than that. we're looking for more. And so I think that's the beauty of it. But I do think you're going to see some extraordinary explosiveness. And I think you're going to see some of it finally leak into the altcoins as well. And so my hope is not only BTC running at least 25% here in January, but I'd like to see my alts start to make some big gains too.
Yeah, and I think that's going to happen. Look, you're going to have to be patient, guys. Keep it here. We were the ones telling you to be patient at 30K over the summer, those 8 months when things didn't go well. Okay. Any update on Voyager? Not right now, to be honest with you. We're still waiting to hear from new administration. I think there will be a payout. Happy Metal Vegan. Thank you for joining us for sure. Uh, I don't know if we're going to get to 100%. I think there will be one more payout. They still have money in the general funds. But I know that they've milked 3AC pretty well. I don't know how much is left. I think they get a little more left, right? But at this point, going after third parties, it's been a while. So I wouldn't anticipate a gigantic return right now. I do think we will update you guys as soon as we hear. I do think something is coming from Voyager in 2025. I think it's going to be it. I think we're getting one more payout from what I can tell. The new admin's been pretty quiet. I think they're going to release something at some point first quarter of 2025, and that'll kind of set the wheels in motion for one more payout. But I wouldn't anticipate anything happening in the next couple of weeks or anything crazy like that.
Yeah, and I'm going to reach out to the new administration, and then we'll post their information once we get it
It's a good idea.
on the description, so you guys can reach out as well. They have been particularly quiet, and that's not a good thing, especially for those of us still waiting on payouts. But my hope is that they're still performing their due diligence on 3AC, and that they haven't just given up and they're not just wrapping things up, because no news is not necessarily good news in this situation.
Thanks, Happy Metal Vegan. We really appreciate your support, and everyone out there for supporting the channels. We look forward to a great 2025 here. So, Mr. FOMO, let's give our viewers what they came here for, and that is our picks. So I will start. I'll give you one, and I'm going to go with H bar. And guess what? Today you can pick this up at 27 cents. Now, H bar is one of the channel's old favorites back in the day when we first got started. A lot of hype, hasn't always delivered. 10.7 billion market cap, volume today 794 million. Circulating supply a little higher than I like, 38.3. However, the all-time high in 2021 of September was 51 cents. Right now, we're staring a little under 28 cents here. I think this is a good pickup. I really love this for July. Now, there are a ton of rumors about H1. A ton of rumors, right? And I'm just going to show you one of them in just a bit here. But before I do that, really fast, just to show you how well this has done yearly, look at this chart now. We forgot H bar. We had even left it for dead at one point at 8 cents. And look at this climb. Look at that steep. Looks like a roller coaster right there. Now, you see the consolidation here, just like a lot of other products. I expect H bar to have a big January. One of the reasons why I'm going to show you here in a bit. Okay. Again, take this with a grain of salt. Not everything on X proves to be true, but supposedly SpaceX is joining the Hedera Governing Council. Elon Musk has been linked to SpaceX. So has Donald Trump's crypto account, just like XRP has. I really like this a lot because it's a smaller market cap than XRP. XRP you could easily pick up in January and be very happy with too. But I would not be shocked if, here's another crazy prediction, Hedera H bar makes an all-time high in the month of January leading up to February here. I like it a lot. Picking it up here under 28 cents, I think makes a ton of sense here. I think you could see some significant gains in the month of January.
Yeah, I like H bar, and the reason I like H bar is because it's unique. They always say it's not a blockchain, it's a hash graph, right? It's a bunch of different hash graphs put together. And so I like it for that particular reason, because it's not what everybody else is trying to do. And so when you have that ability to stand out from the crowd, especially as crowded as the crypto market is getting now, I think that's important. But then I also like its link to the federal government, in particular the Trump administration and SpaceX and all the other links that it has. I think that's going to make it go through the roof, like you said, in January when the inauguration comes. But I think even more so when you get down the line and you start seeing how it is integrated into the government.
Absolutely. And Mr. Fromo, you got some good ones. So let's not waste any time. Go ahead. Tell us what you got for us.
Let's see. All right. I can't seem to pull the chart up because of my end running the studio. So if you could pull up a Cosmos for me. And the reason I like
Absolutely.
Cosmos is because of one, I like to pick up things that haven't run lately. And Cosmos, I don't think has given itself enough room to run yet. I don't think it's gone on its epic run that it's going to go on. I don't even really think it's given itself enough profits throughout this first part of the bull run. So I think you're going to see some explosive moves out of Cosmos here coming up soon. But one of the reasons I like Cosmos is because a lot of the other blockchains are built on Cosmos. And when you have that happening, when some of those are starting to pump, you're going to see Cosmos pumping too. And then vice versa, when you see Cosmos pumping, you'll also see some of those coins pumping as well. And so I like Cosmos just because it has a link to a lot of other cryptos in the market, and a lot of other cryptos are built on it. And it really hasn't given us that run that we're used to in a bull run. And so I think there's still a lot of room here for Cosmos to give us something.
One click in crypto tells a big story. Look at that all-time.
Right.
The all-time high is $44.80. You're getting it at $6, right? The all-time high for this year was 14. I think this is an amazing call for January because of the upside, right? That's what I love. And you got me rethinking, why don't I have Cosmos in my portfolio right now? I got to go back and see if I can move some funds around, because this, you didn't tell our viewers, 2.5 billion in a bull run, major project. That's nice. Circulating supply only 390 million. Mr. FOMO, I think you just not stumbled. You did your research, but man, this is a great pick for January here. Amazing.
Yeah,
upside.
I do. And like I said, there's a lot built on Cosmos. So Cosmos is going to have a lot of reasons to run here in this bull run. And I think this will be one of the winners. I think you're going to see a new all-time high for Cosmos with ease.
Wow. And that's a big gain. So we'll keep track of these in the month of January. Now, I'm going to give you one that I used to hate, and I don't love it. Project doesn't do anything for me, but we're here to give you winners. And I think Dogecoin, I've been calling for a rally for Dogecoin now for a few weeks. I think it's probably finally going to happen in the month of December. We're sitting tight here at 31 cents. Now, you may or may not know this, but Dogecoin recently had a lot of whales buy. A lot of whales buy over the last 48 hours. It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to pump right away, but behind the scenes, as retail's been dumping, some of the whales have been buying. And one of our favorite chart guys, I'm going to show you here. This guy has not always been right, but I'm going to give him credit. Get about 80 to 90% rate. He's got this as a buying opportunity, right? On this chart, he sees a reversal. So we will see. I think this one, and the reason why I picked it for January, that I think as Bitcoin gets back above 100K, you will see a Doge rally. Remember the last Doge rally you remember that when Musk was going on Saturday Night Live, what happened? And we don't have something quite the same here, but Musk has said that he really, really wants to support Dogecoin in the year 2025. I think January will be very kind to Dogecoin. I do believe Maybe not in January, but you will see this thing hit $1 at some point during this bull run. But I really like it to get to around 80 cents, hopefully. Big prediction in the next 4 to 5 weeks. We'll see if it comes true. Bitcoin's got to play along, and I think it will. And I think Dogecoin is going to be a quick early riser. I don't think this thing is going to sustain. So if it does get to 85, 90, or even $1, there will be a pullback. Absolutely. But if you get Dogecoin today, you might be very happy 3 weeks from now.
Again, another reason another reason to like it is because of its attachment to the Trump administration, right? You've got Elon Musk, you've got the Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. You've got all these reasons or all these hints at why Doge might be linked to the federal government soon. And so I think this is a good pick for that reason. But I've been watching Doge since it was at about 36 or earlier in the year, maybe a little over a month ago. And I thought it was a good pick then because of all these same reasons. But I definitely think it's a good pick now at 31. I think if you're picking it up now, you're probably getting it at bottom. If not, I'm going to pick some up probably after the show, so you can wait 24 hours and you'll get it at a lower price, because it seems that every time I buy, the price goes down. So just watch that over the next 24 to 48 hours to see if it sinks a little bit, and then pick yourself up some Doge.
All right, Mr. FOMO, your last pick. Here we go. I've got it now on the all-time right away, so our viewers can see the potential here. But Chainlink is one that you have high on your list for January. Why don't you go ahead and
another reason, or another one that hasn't given me a run that I think it should give me. The same reason I like Cosmos. It just hasn't exploded the way that it can explode during a bull run. And this is an oldie but a goodie. Where are my Link Marines at? The other reason I like it is the same as Cosmos. It's linked to a lot of other projects. They are the oracle now for so many other projects that's the reason why it's up at number 13. It's not just a speculative project. This project is working on something, and it's working on helping other projects as well. And so that's one of the reasons why I like Chainlink, is because it's an oracle play, but because it's already the oracle for a lot of other projects. We're not looking at something that's trying to build into the crypto space. We're looking at a cornerstone of the crypto space, just like Cosmos. And that being said, I don't think we've seen the type of run that we can see out of Chainlink.
Yeah, and 638 million is the circulating supply. That's nice. And you're right. All-time high, right? Almost $53. Picking it up here under 23. I think what you're going to see is when Bitcoin does really recover in January. When I say recover, I mean make all-time highs. You're going to see some of the traditional tokens follow. That's why we've kind of given you these. There are more. If this was a 3 to 6 month show, what tokens would you be most excited about for the next 3 to 6 months? Our list probably would be different. But I think this for January is perfect. Hey, hold us accountable. Let's see where we are in the next 3 to 4 weeks. We will redo this, relook at the show and see how we did. We're going to go back to these prices in 4 weeks, and we're going to gauge ourselves. We'll see. Again, for January, I love Bitcoin to get to 125K, and I love these 4 alts to make some really good movement. Mr. FOMO, hope you had a wonderful holiday, guys. If you can, please support the show. Hit that like, subscribe, bell